Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're going to look at a beer. This beer was actually gracefully donated to me by the one, the only cantankerous cook. He picked these up in the U.S. This is from the Labatt Prohibition series. It has a maple leaf on here. Anyway, this is the Bourbon Barrel Ale. 6% alcohol by volume. I was trying to see which plant it is brewed at. Rochester, New York, so the Genesee building. Anyway, there it is. Prohibition series. Labatt's Bourbon Barrel Ale. There is a 3 of diamonds on top of this. So, actually, if you had enough of these, you could make an entire set of cards and then play, you know, put them all like this, and you and your friends could play poker against each other with just caps. You could. I'm not saying it would be a good idea, I'm just saying you could do it. I do like that they're the little stubby bottles, so it is kind of reminding me of back in the day. Very clear, very golden beer, very golden. Little hint of like an orangish color in there, but a very golden beer. A little bit of carbonation moving in there. Smell. Not all that much. Off the glass itself, I'm not really getting anything. I'm getting that neutral graininess. Little extra sweetness on top of that. Out of the bottle, I'm actually getting a little bit of like a vanilla extract scent. The bottle kind of reminds me of a poor man's Lewiston Bourbon Barrel Ale. Or is it Levington? It's Kentucky Bourbon Ale, or Kentucky Barrel Ale, or something like that. I'll have to look it up, but it reminded me of a poor man's Innocent Gun, and this reminds me of a poor man's that. The scent out of the bottle actually kind of reminds me of the second coming of the Innocent Gun Oak House. The smell out of the bottle reminds me of the second coming of the Rickards Oak House. The first one was like a homage to Innocent Gun, in my opinion. The second one was just a sad variation of it. And scent-wise, this is about the same. So visual appeal, probably a C. Scent, probably a C-. I can't fail it on either thing. Let's try it. Cheers. It's not bad. It doesn't taste like Bourbon Barrel Ale beer, though. Getting a touch of vanilla. No molasses to speak of, no real fruitiness to speak of, no real coconut to speak of, no woody tannins to speak of. A little bit of vanilla. And just graininess. It actually kind of reminds me of Miller Fortune in a way. Not the same, because Miller Fortune is more of a grain build beer, but it just kind of reminds me of that. I didn't know what to think going into this. I actually thought it was going to be a bad beer. I can't say it's a bad beer. I just can say when you show Bourbon Barrel Ale on here, I expect a little more. There is a slight burn in the throat, but that's more a slight like English hoppiness, a dirty hoppiness. So it's very slight vanilla, very slight dirty hoppiness, and a apparent grainy maltiness. Not a bad beer. Just not a good beer either. Out of 10, you know what? I'd have to give it a 5.5. I have to give it its due. I could drink this. I could. Price is right. I could probably drink it all the time because there's nothing offensive about it, other than the name. When you say bourbon barrel ale, there's just so many bourbon barrel beers out there that you know what you're expecting, and you're not getting that at all with this. And that's a sad fact right there. Out of 10 on it, you know what? I'll give it a, yeah, I'll have to stay about a 5.5. As I kept drinking it, my mind was just going. I know I kind of stopped. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 5.5. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just nothing good about it. It's there. It's I give them props for making something that isn't just Labatt Blue or anything like that. But is it what they're advertising? I don't think so at all. Excuse me. So yeah, 5.5 out of 10. Cheers, guys. Yeah, with how neutral this beer is, if it's bourbon barreled at all, I should be getting more vanilla. I should be getting more fruitiness. I should be getting more molasses. I should be getting maybe a touch of coconut. I should be getting a woody tannin. I'm getting a tiny touch of vanilla, and that's it. And Innocent Gun does a lot of wood-aged beers that aren't barreled, that are just circulated over wood chips and stuff, and it brings out more flavor than this beer brought out. And this beer is probably just as nondescript as Innocent Gun Original was before it was put into a barrel. So, all in all, a good attempt, I guess. Not a good final product, but it is drinkable. You can't say it, well, I can't say it isn't. You might be able to say it isn't, but I can't say it isn't. As much as I'd like to, I can't. Thank you guys. Bye.